Breaking overnight, TikTok has gone dark here in the United States. The site and wildly popular app both shut down after Friday's Supreme Court ruling upheld the law banning the social media company from operating in the U.S. unless it is sold by its Chinese parent company. NBC's Savannah Sellers has the latest. Savannah, good morning.
Hey, Willie, good morning. So that is right. Last night around 10:30 p.m. Eastern, as users tapped into their TikTok app, they were met with this notification saying you can't use TikTok for now, indicating they plan for the shutdown to be temporary. The notification goes on to say the company is, quote, fortunate that President Trump has indicated that he will work with us on a solution to reinstate TikTok once he takes office. Well, our Kristen Walker spoke exclusively with the soon-to-be president by phone yesterday. He said he will most likely give TikTok a 90-day reprieve from a ban when he takes office tomorrow. Those 90 days would give TikTok's parent company ByteDance more time to sell the platform to a non-Chinese owner. Trump has other options on the table, though. He said he could announce this as soon as tomorrow. Now, for their part, the Biden administration had repeatedly said they did not plan to implement the law today, even though, remember, President Biden himself signed the law back in April. And as you mentioned, the Supreme Court unanimously upheld it on Friday. TikTok, though, they said that they had needed greater clarity and assurance. They wanted it in writing for their service providers. Those are the companies that really make TikTok work, and they didn't want them to be hit with those massive fines or legal fallout. They wanted that to be assured. Well, the White House press secretary called the plans to go dark a stunt, and now we wait to see if and when the app comes back online under a President Trump. Willie?
Tens of millions of people anxiously looking at their phones, waiting for a resolution on this. Savannah Sellers, thanks so much. We appreciate it.
Hey, shalom, shalom. Call hello, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. That's giving all praise to the Most High, in the name of His only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to our teachers, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who taught us His truth and sincerity, peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. Shalom to 144,000. And as you should know, today is January the 19th, which is the day that TikTok ban has officially took place. They tried to do everything they could to save it, but it has officially took place. Then you have tomorrow, Trump comes into office. Let me read this message TikTok gave when I got on TikTok this morning. Now, I never really used TikTok like that. I have an account, never really, used it as much. I was never really into it. I couldn't get into it. I couldn't really, I was never able to, really go through TikTok like that. The spirit just wasn't on me. And now that it's shut down, you've seen a lot of people complaining. And this is really what people went to complain about their problems on TikTok. So it says, sorry, TikTok isn't available right now. And this is my actual TikTok after I went on it this morning. It says, a law banning TikTok has been enacted in the U.S. Unfortunately, that means you can't use TikTok for now. We are fortunate that President Trump has indicated that he will work with us on a solution to reinstate TikTok once he takes office, which he takes office tomorrow. Please stay tuned. Now, Trump is talking about passing over 100 executive orders tomorrow when he, is inaugurated in. And, hey, that could be, him bringing back TikTok. Well, as of right now, TikTok is gone. All right. TikTok is gone. And TikTok was a place where a lot of people went. And not only did they, go there for entertainment, to cry about their problems and their trials and tribulations here in America, but they also went there and people was making money. All right. So for certain people, that was a form of income, a job. Okay. We always talk about people go on there and they shaking their hips and all this other crazy stuff, and which really, the mirth of this land has been taken out. Okay, America is on a fast decline, and apps like TikTok, where you can express your frustrations with your country, is going to come to an end. Now they're making all these other apps, which is just even worse because, your data is being, siphoned by these other countries and whatnot even more, But let's read a little bit of this article. It says TikTok ban could slash Tampa content creators' income in half. And that's all content creators that's on TikTok. If you're making money off of TikTok, it just say Tampa because I'm in Tampa. It says, if your TikTok algorithm is all about cooking and eating. It's likely Alyssa Alfonso has come across your For You page. It's like Alonzo turned her love for cooking into a dream job. It says, I was fortunate enough to make TikTok my full-time career. So this was a person's full-time career. So what's going to happen? Now you're going to see these people working at, retail jobs, fast food jobs. You're going to see all that stuff now, because if this is your full-time career, that was your only way of income full-time, and now you don't have that anymore. It says, I was fortunate enough to make TikTok my full-time career, and that's what's so beautiful about TikTok. Not only do they have it's like a creator fund that you can make a substantial amount of money on just by views alone, you're also being exposed to brands. I mean, just dream brands that I have wished to partner with in my entire life, she said. Alonzo has even worked exclusively with the company to highlight the educational content on the platform. TikTok used to be an app that was known for, kids dancing and pretty much just that. And then in 2020, once the pandemic hit, a lot of people were looking for a source of entertainment. And back then, I started posting my recipe videos, and TikTok noticed me and contacted me and said, hey, would you like to be a part of this program it's like a part of this program called the Learn on TikTok program? Because we're trying to transform our platform into a space where people can learn how to do things, she recalled. Now, you have that on YouTube as well. You can go on YouTube and type in how to anything, and its videos pop up showing you how to do certain things. TikTok was trying to do that too, and was doing that for a period of time. So a lot of people was getting a lot of income or money off of TikTok. Now that has just been swiped. It says Alonzo's page isn't just about sharing her love for recipes. When a local restaurant posted they were closing due to declining business, she posted to her more than 1 million followers, I was able to make a TikTok, and they were able to stay open way longer than they expected, she said. But that's all in jeopardy, right? So, I'm not going to read all this. Okay, you get the picture. So today people's lives have been turned upside down with this TikTok ban. And that's, all the spirit of YAHAWASHI, because America's falling, man. All right? The city of confusion has been broken down. Ain't gonna be no more people standing out in public with a damn tripod shaking their hips, man. And I know a guy, look like a Mo, when I be going on my walk sometimes in my neighborhood or I drive past, this guy will be like in this like little area on the main street of my neighborhood, and he'll be like over there dancing and shit. Real sus like, So he probably won't be doing that anymore. And thank the Lord. All right, thank the Lord, man. TikTok, another thing too is a lot of people was going in there posting truth. A lot of people was going in there posting truth, and they don't like that as well. Now let me see if I can try this real quick. Well, first let me grab a few scriptures, okay? Then I'll show you a video I found the other day. It's cool right here. It says Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble and the strong men shall bow themselves, the grinders cease because they are few. Oh, wow. It's starting raining. And those that look out the windows be darkened, right? People looking at the window and they're seeing, no future. It's looking very bleak, looking very dark for the future of America, for the future of these people's lives. You got people that got rent due, and they just lost a major source of income, you see? And the doors shall be shut. Oh, let me say this too. You had people in there that was selling stuff. You had TikTok shops. It was people on there that was selling stuff, whether it be like knitted, clothing. They could put your name on it or something, or, people were selling their art, whatever. People were selling stuff on TikTok, and now they're not going to be able to do that either. All right, so people have lost their source of income. And that definitely humbles you a bit. It says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Right? Ain't gonna be no more dancing to TikTok songs. A lot of these songs was only going viral and getting a lot of recognition through people dancing on TikTok. You know, I remember back in the day you had Vine. You know, he had an app called Vine. People was blowing up on there, making a lot of money off of there. Then they shut that down. Now TikTok was like the new Vine, and now they shut that down. All right. It says, also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire shall fail. You see, this people's desire is failing, because man goeth to his long home, and the mourners go about the streets. Right. So you got people that was mourning all over TikTok. Now they're going to be mourning in the streets. People going to be protesting. I wouldn't be surprised if there's TikTok protests today. You know, let's grab it in the NOT. Remember him before the door to life's opportunities is closed and the sound of work fades. And people that's doing good on this side, they don't think about Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. If you can go on TikTok and you got 1 million, followers or whatever, and you can just post a video and make $20,000 in one day, you're not thinking about the Lord, man. Okay. So the Lord said, remember him before the doors of life's opportunities is closed. And that's what's happening. The doors of life's opportunities, all these opportunities you have here are closing. Okay. And it's only going to lead you to one door. Okay. Which is going to be that MOTB. You're going to have to take the MOTB in order to survive in the system. But we know of a secret door, which is to Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Okay. Let me say that. Now you rise at the first chirping of the birds, but then all their sounds will grow faint, right? So, yeah, just the sounds of the chirping of the birds and the music and, the good times is growing faint. People are getting more upset. People are, a lot of people was taking out their frustration on TikTok. That's where they got to take out their frustration. So now they're going to take it out somewhere else. And, that could lead to more violence, It says, remember him before you become fearful of falling and worrying about danger in the streets, right? And that's the time we're coming into. You're going to be worrying about danger in the streets, man. All right. People are going to be on edge. People who was on TikTok shaking their hips going to have to resort to, grabbing purses and chains, snatching purses and chains again. Okay. It says, before your hair turns white like an almond tree in bloom, and you drag along with energy like a dying grasshopper, and the caterberry no longer inspires sexual desire. Remember him before you near the grave, your everlasting home, when the mourners will weep at your funeral. So that was a little different, but you get the picture. All right, now let me go here real quick. I got another precept. I'm going to grab this real quick. Let's grab this real quick. All right, I seen this. It says they won't ban OnlyFans. They won't ban Pornhub. They will ban TikTok, and this is why. So we know that a lot of this, move to ban TikTok is coming from the small hats, because they're being exposed on these platforms. They, one small hat that said, one of them devils said, they regret making the internet. Okay, they regret making the internet because the internet is exposing them. As you see right here in the left corner, somebody posted this on TikTok, probably more than likely from over there. Their house just got destroyed, got blown up. And they posted this on TikTok. So this is another reason why they want to take TikTok down, because people are communicating with each other across the world in seconds, and they don't like that. Okay, that they do not like that. So let's play this back. And a lot of these places were beautiful cities, beautiful cities. Now they're in ruins and just complete in turmoil and rubble. Okay, why? Partially because of, America. Well, mostly, I ain't gonna say partially, because of America and Israel. Okay, I'm gonna say it like that, flat out. All right, those are the ones that's doing all this. All right, and you have the UN. some of these comments. Now this is oh, look at this. U.S. views the top optionated Israel Hamas TikTok hashtags. Number of views in the 7 days to December 22nd, 2023. So you see that people were supporting Palestine, okay? They were supporting Palestine, saying free Palestine. That's a major slogan that's been promoted all over the world. All right, we was at the camp a couple months ago, and some lady came up to the camp talking about free Palestine, free Palestine. She drove by in the car screaming, free Palestine, free Palestine. So, yeah, people are, picking the side of Palestine. Look at this. Oh, I'm glad I was able to show this. They said before Gaza, after. All right. So they don't want stuff like this being shared all over the internet. So they're shutting down, which just means more control. Your government wants more control over what's shared and what's not shared. They want to control the information going out. And anything that they don't agree with, they call it disinformation, right? Before, after. If you go over there to that land and find old photos, which I posted up many times, and I may post more today. Okay, you got many photos of stuff like this, man, before and afters. All right, so it went from a beautiful, city to complete rubble. Okay, it says
They're silly to warn you that I intend to harm you. That allows you the time to prepare a defense. Element of surprise.
TikTok rage, ban rage unlocked. Ex-influencers remain clueless. They're like watching the band play in on the Titanic. Let me see. What are you gonna say?
Genuinely, I think it's rather silly to warn you that I intend to harm you. That allows you the time to prepare a defense. Element of surprise is the best, okay? But hear me today. I will give them January 19th to fully decide if they want to take this route. But on January 20th, when I go to open this app, if it's not on my phone, the White House will look like a sequel to the Planet of the Apes movie. Me and all my niggas.
All right, yeah, these people bugging out, man. People definitely bugging out. All right, they're definitely bugging out. Oh, then you have these small hats. It says, why do you think TikTok is getting banned and not OnlyFans and Pornhub? Because, right, that's another thing too that's coming out and being exposed. How a lot of these, sex companies, okay, are controlled and bought and paid for and ran by you know who, okay, these small hats. Okay, let's get up out of here. Yep, can't forget this is... Oh, yeah, there you go, man. They won't control the information, man. They don't want stuff like this going out, okay? Let's bring it back. Done with that. We're done with that. Let's go over here. Because the mirth of the land is gone, man. Let's go into this word for mirth, okay? It says, this is Isaiah chapter 24, verse 10. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. There's a crying for wine, which is answers, in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. And the city is left desolation, and the gate is met with destruction. And let me say this too. You see, the times we're coming into these next couple of months, it's going to be complete hell. All hell breaking loose. And they don't want you to be able to record what's going on and share to the rest of the world. So they're going to shut this place down. And they pretty soon they might even shut the internet down. Okay. Another thing is too, let me grab that, because this is also going to lead to a famine of hearing the word. A lot of people was preaching the truth. or talking about the truth, exposing the truth on TikTok. So that's going to lead to another famine of hearing the word. You're not going to be able to hear it. Now you can't hear about the truth on a major platform. So it says there's a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darker. The mirth of the land is gone. And these people, they crying all over TikTok. Now they're going to be crying in the streets. All right. And Esau going to come out there and start mowing people down. Okay. It says, let me go with that too. Let's go to Amos. Amos chapter 8, verse 11, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, YAHAWASHI, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of YAHAWASHI. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it, right? People are going to be looking for answers. They're going to be crying for answers, trying to figure out what's going on, why is this happening? And you know who have the answers? The truthers. Somewhat, but mostly the prophets. Okay. It says, in that day shall the fair virgins and the young men faint for thirst, right? People going to be losing their mind, because they're not going to know what's going on. They're not going to know what's happening. They're not going to know what to do next, So to a certain degree, they just shut off a lot of people's way of news, okay? Because you can go on mainstream media, Fox 9 or whatever, and watch the news, but that's all bullshit that they're telling you, the propaganda they're pushing out. But when you go on these other platforms, like I use X a lot, because X, a lot of videos that's shared on X is from TikTok, okay? And it's somebody that's on the ground showing you what's actually going on, okay, in real life time, right? Versus, these medias that, sensationalize stories and make up a bunch of, propaganda. All right. Let's go back to Mirth. Okay. Let's go back to Mirth. But yeah, but you should get the picture now. It should be plain as day what all this is leading up to. It says, Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 2. It says, it is better to go into the house of the mourning than to go into the house of feasting. For that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by sadness the countenance of the heart is made better. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. And let's go into this word mirth. I'm going to grab it out of my line of it. All right. It says mirth, joy, pleasure, eternal bliss, salvation. It says expression or manifestation of happiness, rejoicing, state of feeling of merriment, jollity, hilarity. It says mirthquake, entertainment that excites convulsive laughter, right? So that's, and you was getting on TikTok, entertainment that excites convulsive laughter. We're not anymore. All right, that's over with. It says, it is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools. For as the crackling of thorns under a pot, so is the laughter of a fool. This also is vanity. Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. Right. It is better it's like better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit than the proud in spirit. Okay. So yeah, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. And we're witnessing and watching the end of America. And we might have just witnessed the end of TikTok. All right. So it's going to lead to other things. It's a domino effect. All right. But that's the point. I don't want to make this too long. You get the picture. We in that time, man. Okay. We are definitely in that time where a lot of these people are going to be, let me grab this too. Let's end off with this right here, because see, Esau is doing all this too strategically so he can do what he want to do. He's shutting you off from the rest of the world so he can do what he want to do and bring that hell upon you. Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time, right? He's in this time that he has, where it's pretty much going to be lights out on communicating with the rest of the world. He's going to turn up, all right, show his horns. It says, yeah, they don't want you making TikTok 144 call on YAHAWASHI. It's 1044. I just woke up. Through the Spirit of the Lord jumping on me, telling me to go into this. So it's 1044. That's the Spirit 144. All right, but yeah, you know, when this devil start doing mass deportations, he don't want you taking videos and posting them all over the internet. Nah, he gonna shut that down. It says the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of the Most High and have the testimony of Yahawashi. So this devil, the dragon, is about to make war with, you know, you Israelites, and he's really trying to come for the elect. So if he's planning to make war, he doesn't want that war being televised. Okay, that's the last thing he wants. So with that being said, I'm gonna say shalom, I'm coming sure all up, ball.